Welcome dear students for one more session in 15 ME 42T basic thermal engineering subject. We are discussing unit 2 thermodynamic processes. We have solved a couple of problems in the previous class. We will take up few more problems in today's session. So I'll read the first problem. 0.1 meter cube of air at a pressure of 1.5 bar is expanded isothermally to 0.5 meter cube. Calculate the final pressure of the gas and heat supplied during the process. So what he says, a volume of 0.1 meter cube. So volume is 0.1 meter cube. So V1 is equal to 0.1 meter cube at a pressure of 1.5 bar. So P1 is 1.5 bar. So you can convert that into Newton per meter square again, like in the previous problems. 1.5 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square, and is expanded isothermally. So it is the problem is on constant temperature or isothermal process. I repeat, the problem is on constant temperature, that is isothermal process, to a volume of V2 equal to 0.5 meter cube. Then what we need to find out? We need to find out the value of P2. So we need to find out P2, as well as we need to find out dou Q, that is heat supplied. Heat supplied during isothermal process. Heat supplied during isothermal process is the same as work done during isothermal process. That we need to remember. I repeat, work done during isothermal process is same as heat added during isothermal process. So therefore, if you calculate work done during isothermal process, then it is understood that we have calculated heat supplied during this process. So let us take up first one, PVT relationship. We know that P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, because T1 and T2 are constant. So during isothermal process, T1 and T2 are constant. So I am not writing T1 and T2 here again. So P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. So let us find out P2 now. P2 will be equal to P1 V1 by V2. So P1 is given, it is 1.5 into 10 to the power 5 into V1 is 0.1 divided by V2 is 0.5. So which will fetch me the value of P2, that is 0.3 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square, or it is nothing but, so I'll tell P1 is 1.5 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square, and V1 is 0.1 divided by 0.5. So you'll get 0.3 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square, or 0.3 bar. So upon getting the value of P2, let us find out heat supplied. Heat supplied dou Q is same as dou W. That is, what is the equation of heat work done? It is 2.3 P1 V1 log of V2 by V1. I am using the equation 2.3 P1 V1 log of V2 by V1 as the equation, because V1 and V2 are given in the problem. So substitute the value. 2.3 P1 is 1.5 into 10 to the power 5, and then V1 is 0.1 log of 0.5 by 0.1. So calculate this. So log is to the base 10. Please remember, this is to the base 10. It is not log E. So you will get the answer as 24,115 joules, or 24.115 kilojoules. I repeat, you will get the answer as 24,115 joules, or 24.15 kilojoules. I will repeat the problem once again. Right, 0.1 0.1 meter cube of air. So V1 is given as 0.1 meter cube. The pressure is 1.5 bar. So convert that into Newton per meter square, and then V2 is given, that is 0.5 meter cube. And then we need to find out P2 and we need to find out the value of dou W. So take the PVT relationship, find out the value of P2, that is P2 will be equal to P1 V1 by V2. So find out the value of P2 and then find out the value of dou Q. Dou Q will be equal to dou W here for isothermal process, because du is 0. Since du is 0, dou Q is equal to dou W. Why du is 0 is T1 is equal to T2. Du is 0 because T1 is equal to T2. So therefore find out the value of dou Q. You get the value as 24.115 kilojoules. So the next problem is same as the problem what we have solved in the last chapter, but still we'll solve it. 1 liter of hydrogen at 0 degree centigrade is suddenly compressed to 1/2 its volume. Find the change in temperature of the gas if the ratio of two specific heats of hydrogen is 1.4. So he has given 1 liter, that is V1 is equal to 1 liter. So convert this into again into meter cube, that is you get the answer as 1 into 10 to the power 3 meter cube, that is I have told you 1 liter is 10 to the power minus 3 centimeter cube, and then 1 centimeter is 10 to the power minus 2 meters. So find out the value in terms of meter cube. So directly I have written the value. Then V2 is half of V1. So V2 is equal to V1 by 2. So that is 1 into 10 to the power 3 divided by 2 will give me the value of V2, that is 0.5 into 10 to the power 3 meter cube is the value of V2. Then he has given the ratio of specific heats, that is gamma is equal to 1.4, and temperature is given T1. T1 is 0 degree centigrade, that is add 273 to this, it becomes 273 degrees Kelvin. So take the process. So he has given us the value of V1, V2 and T1, and he has given the value as ratio of specific heats, that is gamma is 1.4. So the process is which process? Adiabatic process. So from this adiabatic process, let us take the PVT relationship, that is T1 by T2. T1 by T2 is equal to V2 by V1 whole raised to gamma minus 1. So I repeat, T1 by T2 will be equal to V2 by V1 whole raised to gamma minus 1, as the process is adiabatic process, or it is called as isentropic process. So substitute the values, you will get 0.5 into 10 to the power 3 divided by 1 into 10 to the power 3 whole raised to 1.4 minus 1. So calculate T1 by T2. So T1 by T2 will be equal to 0.758. So you want the value of T2. So T2 will be equal to T1 divided by 0.758. I repeat, I want the value of T2. T2 will be equal to T1 divided by 0.758. So divide it, you will get the answer as T1 is 273. 273 divided by 0.758. So which will fetch me the answer as 360.16 degrees Kelvin. So T2 will be equal to how much? T2 will be equal to 360.16 degrees Kelvin. So how did I get this? In the problem he has given me the value of V1 and V2. T1 is known to us, and then gamma is given. Just now again I will brush the things, or we will revise the things. So V1 is given, V2 is given, similarly gamma is given to us, and T1 is given. T1 is 0 degree centigrade, it becomes 273 degrees Kelvin. So as gamma is given, it has to be reversible adiabatic process, or it is called as isentropic process or constant entropy process. So during this process, we know the PVT relationship. What is that PVT relationship? T1 by T2 will be equal to V2 by V1 to the power gamma minus 1. T1 by T2 is equal to V2 by V1 to the power gamma minus 1. Substitute the value of V2 and V1. So V2 will be equal to 0.5 into 10 to the power 3 divided by 1 into 10 to the power 3 whole raised to 1.4 minus 1. So that is, you will get this ratio, that is V2 by V1 to the power gamma minus 1. That ratio will be equal to 0.758. So T1 by T2 you get this ratio, and then T2 will be equal to T1 divided by the ratio what you have got, that is 0.758. And T1 is known to us, it is 0 degrees, that is 273 degrees Kelvin. So find out the value of T2.